And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. What's up, everyone? Welcome. It is Wednesday night with those guys, and as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. But how's everyone's Wednesday going? Some big things going on out there with DJI this week. A lot of big things.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Lawrence? How you been doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. DJI had their launch. My suspicion of what I thought that little dome piece on the top of the drone was a strobe.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I've ever gotten right with anything DJI has ever put out before in my life, so I'm gonna take full credit for it.
Okay.
Even tech support is clapping for me.
Just adjusting some stuff here.
But hey, Night Train, Russell Garland, Jack Rabbit, Sky Control.
We're actually going to get into a lot of that later, but a little later. Not too much later, but
what do you mean? What do you mean not too much, man? There's a lot about that. That drone is sexy. That drone is bad.
Yeah, I said we're going to get into that a little bit later, not too much later.
Okay.
But what I did want to say for you guys out there that's flying the Mavic 3, I think the time has come.
Yes.
The new firmware is out, version 01.00.0600. Check it out. Get there over the Assistant 2, download it. It may save you some time. Or at least a little bit of time, hopefully. They have got some improvements to some things going on there with it. So you guys, if you're flying that Mavic 3 and you've been plagued by that acquiring satellites, finding that home point, I think this update might help us.
Okay. Well, I from what I understand, it does.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand,
I had to go get a shave after I left the park that day, waiting to acquire satellites.
Okay. Well, I thought the video was actually hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I did think it was hilarious.
It's an issue, but I was really just trying to poke fun because you
I know, but some people took it real serious though. They felt bad for you. Yeah, I mean, come on. You went and you ate a sandwich. You went and got a chair and sat down, walked around the chair, nodded off, fell asleep. I thought it was funny. Seriously. What's good with you?
I'm doing all right. I'm just, like I said, I've been checking out a lot of the stuff that's going on out there in the drone world, looking into a few things, getting ready to head to Florida. I sent Captain Ray a message. I wanted to talk to him about some things.
Did you download the Zebra? No, stab away from the Deborah.
What happened?
Something. They should name the firmware updates like hurricanes. Sky Control is saying. Said, did you download the Deborah? No, stay away from the Deborah. Robert Glazier, how are you?
Well, I think that if you fly in the Mavic 3 right now, I think you'd download anything right now. If they told you
this is true.
It would help your satellite situation.
Hey, Bill, what's up? But you remember you asked, how was I doing? I got to experience flying digital.
Okay. So you're hooked now.
I like. I was hooked before. That's why when people were like, come on, man, try my goggles. Look, see how it looked. No, I didn't want to see how it looked. I did look into someone's goggles and was like, I'm going to have to switch over eventually. Just right now. I can't do it. But I did fly digital with Drone Bum and Drone Psych. I mentioned last Sunday, right? And I got the next unit coming for the next operation. That's all I'm going to say. So I have a little project to work on. When I get back from Florida, it'll be waiting for me to go into the next bird. Yo, impressive. Max Sayer, what's up, man? How are you? That's all I can say.
Max, what's up? Hey, Bill, did you check it out yet, Bill? I did it. I didn't get a chance to test it out yet.
Yeah, we were just talking about it, Bill, that there is a new one out, version 00 point blank 00 point. You have the numbers there, right?
Yeah, it's version 01.00.0600.
Okay.
So this one better work.
Hey, Jody, that video you sent me.
Or did they
sent
take
me a video
out?
of the M3, the M30, I should say, not M3, the M30, and it actually has a parachute deploy out the back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. What was it? Was it last night or earlier this morning?
But it's still early. We're not even going to get into that stuff because we have a little time to kill.
I saw that earlier this morning, and
it
was interesting that because see, that's the thing. You start getting into the whole story of the DJI M30, and
right. It goes on and on and on, and
right.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about the M30 and later on in the live stream. Definitely, we just have to kind of stick to schedule.
You know, it's funny. There's a lot of things happening because the one thing that I saw, I think I was the last week they had it was like March 15th that Canon, who is not known for being in the drone industry, but is one of the top manufacturers of cameras, they have applied a patent on a drone mounted camera that pans and tilts. They say that's supposed to be good for tracking.
This is it, right? You got to enable sharing.
So
I was getting ready to load a picture when you said that. When you said tracking,
I didn't know you had a picture. On it. Well, yeah,
I have a picture. I have a picture of it right here. This is the patent for the drone. Now,
I did see some other pictures of the camera once, but I didn't know you had another.
Yes, I have this picture, and I actually have a picture of this camera itself. Okay, because I thought you were going to go a little more into the story before we got to that.
No, there's nothing special about it because it's just that they have applied for this patent on this a drone mounted camera. You know, they're not known for
I have pictures of
now.
I have pictures of those camera, the camera that they plan on using. I do have a picture of that. Hold on. This is the camera that's on the bottom of that so-called drone. Now, it's called what is it called? I can't see it. It's a pocket pick something. I can't see it because I'm showing the actual picture here. They come in two colors, and I don't know why I only have this one.
See exactly what you're seeing.
Everyone's seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah. No?
They're not seeing what I'm seeing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Sony. This is Sony. This is Canon's AI camera. Now, they claim you can take this camera and put it anywhere in the room on the side of the wall, standing straight up, and it actually recognizes every face in the room, can track a target. It takes photos automatically. It shoots video automatically, and it is all AI enabled, meaning you point and shoot. And it's supposed to do all of this automatically.
Right.
By itself. Now, my question is, how does it know when I want it to shoot video and when I want it to shoot and when I wanted to shoot
I,
take photos.
I couldn't tell you.
But once again, this is the picture of what they plan
Sergio,
on. If it's not a joke, this is the picture of the drone they plan on putting that camera on. So they're
well, I
basically
don't know.
saying,
I don't really know that because the patent was for the camera. It wasn't
right,
about
for the camera to be added to a drone.
right.
Okay, okay. I thought we had to definitely specify that
Because
because,
we don't know what that
and
is.
that camera is called the Powershot Pick. Okay, they introduced it at CES at 2022. It's
Mhm.
AI powered. The PowerShot Kit combines Canon's optical video processing, all of that, to to analyze a scene, identify people, track their faces, and determine the perfect moments to capture photos and video.
It'll probably be used for a whole lot of different things before it ever
Well,
sees the bottom of a
I can
drone.
see them also using this. Hey Sergio, what's up? Hey Show, what's good? I can see them using this as a facial recognition
Right, like I
with
said,
some
it'll
facial
probably have a
recognition
hundred one other
software.
uses
Yeah,
for it
yeah, yeah,
before you see
definitely.
it on a drone,
I don't know if I want to put up a
or
camera.
at least something in the consumer realm.
Right, like if something's going on in a room and people are jumping in the room and partying and stuff like that, how does it know who the subject is and who to shoot? But it's supposed to be AI.
Uh-huh.
So
What do you mean? If it's in the room and
if you have this device in the room, I'll pull it back up. I'll
uh-huh.
pull a picture back up so you guys know what I'm talking about here. If you buy this device right here, okay, which comes in white
Mm-hmm.
or black,
Right.
okay, if you take this, you're supposed to be able to take this and stand it up in the room, attach it
Mhm.
to the wall sideways. You can
Right.
hang it upside down. It will auto rotate and
Mhm.
take pictures and video randomly and depending on what's happening in the room. So now, can you tell this thing that, hey, Herman in the room is the main subject? That's what I want to know. It's AI.
It would have to be because okay, if you look at how our security street cameras work
Mm-hmm.
for the police department,
What's up, Roger? What's up, Maddie?
let's say there was an incident that went down, right?
Yeah.
And they were looking for
Tim.
guys with glasses and a red shirt.
Right.
Well, the cameras in the street, once they have that description and they
They're
enter
looking for
that information,
glasses. They're looking for glasses and a red
no
shirt.
one else will pop up on the street except for people with red shirts and glasses.
I get it. Okay.
You
Hey,
understand? Now,
Roger.
if they can narrow it down even more, it'll get more intensive. You see that it's that's just how those systems work because I got to see how they use the one for the police department here, and that was one of the things that they were showing off.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I do know, and I honestly believe that because I do know, 42nd Street, the bus terminal, and
Mm-hmm.
the old bus terminal that they're going to tear down and rebuild. Well, from the time you walk through the turnstile on the A train downstairs, as soon as you come out from the turnstile there, walk up through the bus station and walk from 8th Avenue to 7th Avenue. Your picture has been taken and scanned over 10,000 times and run through facial recognition computers. Over 10,000 times, dude. And we're talking the security cameras for the
Mm-hmm.
theaters and all, they have access to all of that stuff. And they're constantly, it must be like a video game for them. Hey, today, let's look for the dude with half a
No,
mustache.
I'm not.
What happened? What did they say?
He said,
You are the usual suspect. Yeah, see, show. He described himself. He's already caught.
"No, I just used myself, because it was easier. There's nobody else here to use."
Right. See, Russell Gurlem says, okay, film the girl with the big boobs. Follow. As you see, we couldn't hire Russell for the cameras. You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. See,
You'd
yeah,
have to
yeah.
go
I'm
stand
sorry.
next to the girl with the, to be on
Hmm.
in the shot.
I know. Someone's getting mugged down the block, and Russell's following the only girl in the street with a red dress.
Yes, Matt, did you try it out yet?
Yes, Big Matt.
We
Yes, yes.
mentioned
Did
that.
you do it? Did you try
Did you
it
try
yet?
it out, Matt?
Yes, we're interested to know. Inquiring minds want to know if there's anyone out there that has the Mavic 3. And
I did it, but I didn't get a chance to take it outside. I did it about I don't know, about a hour, half hour, 45 minutes or so before before I had to get ready for the stream.
okay,
Yeah, it's out.
all right. Well, I just wanted to
It's out.
say
I gotta get out with it.
congratulations. And you know how they have that what's that on the
Mm.
radio? No, who is that on the radio that presses the button that says congratulations, you played yourself?
Oh, that's on what is that on was it Hot
So
97?
if I were to get that saying and if I were to get that saying and assign it to a button, I shouldn't get in trouble, right? We're nobody. We're a small stream. We're not making nothing on this, doing this. There's
I
bigger
don't
fish to
know.
fry.
I'm not
I,
sure on
I,
that one.
I want to get that button that says congratulations, you played yourself, because
Well,
I'm only
it's
saying this to,
actually one of the people from the station that's saying it.
but hold on. I actually, the reason I'm saying it right is Hot 97. The reason I want to say it
Like
is
how
for
is your voice on?
all you Mavic 3 owners out there that were, where? When are they going to fix it? Well, damn it, it's fixed. Now there's nothing to cry about that damn
Oh
bird.
shit, that was a reason to
Enjoy it.
cry about.
Right, but enjoy it.
Hold
Enjoy
on a
it now.
second. Hang on a second. Pump the brakes. Full stop. Hold on. Hold on. We went out to fly twice. We went to 2 locations twice.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Both
Yes, we did.
times, you were on your way back, and I'm like, taking off.
Yeah, unfortunately. Russell Gurlem said, I did this morning with cloud cover, 1 minute and 51 seconds for home point updated. That's
Okay.
what's up. That's
Okay.
congratulations to you guys. I'm
Okay.
just
So no more taking off at 97%.
that's the point. That's the point I'm making. Don't try and find, okay, now you realize on a level surface, one leg is shorter than the other. Stop it.
Well,
Enjoy the bird,
if
fly
you
the
want to
damn
get on
thing.
that point,
Enjoy the bird, fly the damn thing, and enjoy it.
hold on, if you want to get to that point, you know,
You need to stop flying.
if you want to, no, I'm just saying, if you want to know now what's the other issues that's going on with it. Now that I've seen this M30, I got some other issues with the,
You see what Big Matt? You see what Big Matt says, Herm? Hold on. You see what Big Matt put? He says, Herm, you just made a video about it. He said you crying. Big Matt, what I'm trying to say is, when it came out, you were like, oh, there were people saying, oh, I'm not buying it because it needs a firmware update and it doesn't have these smart features. Then they updated the smart features. Then there was supposedly this horizon tilt thing with it. They supposedly fixed that. Now the satellite issue is over. What I'm trying to say is, enjoy the fucking drone, man. Fly the damn thing and stop worrying about.
Listen,
I don't know.
Like I
I
said,
guess it was something to complain about. You're right, because
no,
I
it
took my
was.
Air 2S. What Herman's talking about is we would put our drones and power them on at the same time. And then Herman would just start pacing back and forth. And by the time I acquired satellites and adjusted my camera and burned 3/4 of a battery to almost a battery, Herman was just now getting ready to take off. So I mean, I didn't burn a whole 5 minutes, but we were in and out some places really quick. That's true, Herman. You're right about that. Hold the Mavic 3 above your head, get it closer to satellites. Easy peasy. That's right, show. And don't forget the little dance.
Yeah, okay.
Right, you know.
You'll be all right. Next thing you know, it's going where it want to go.
Tim Jackson says he would buy the M3, but he needs to sell a kidney or a liver first, and a liver.
Yeah.
Well, dude, instead of the
Damn,
whole liver, I'm sure
that
you
might
could.
not be worth it because if you're not getting the Mavic 3 and then some off of one liver or so it's a kidney,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then it's not worth it, bro. You
Later,
should be able to
Roger.
get that M30 off that kidney.
Enjoy your dinner, Roger. Right, that's my point, Matt. Just enjoy the drone. Like,
Oh no,
I'm
I have
starting
been
to hear.
enjoying the drone.
I'm
It's a
start.
great listen, it's a great drone once you get it off the ground.
True, but I'm starting to hear now, since no one has anything to complain about, that a
What?
few people have been having issues with horizon tilt with the Air
Again?
2S. With the Air 2S. Me personally,
Yeah.
I've never had any issue. I've had two Air 2Ss
But didn't they have
and
a
no problem
was
with
there
neither
but
one. Huh? It's random. It's sporadic. It's not alarming, but every now and
really?
then I hear someone saying my horizon tilt is off, in which case I would just say calibrate the gimbal. But if you calibrate the gimbal and it's still off, what I don't like about the Fly app is you can't go in and adjust that horizon
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like you can with other
You
drones.
well, Lawrence, you remember last week I had heard I saw a little thing that was on Joby and then with the FAA. Well, let me tell you
Oh
what happened. Huh?
no, Sky Control was asking how much are Mavic 3 batteries?
Like $210 or something like that. I think they are. I'm not sure.
210.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that. I believe that's what they are. I'm not sure. I don't quote me on it because I'm not buying another one if I don't have to. Well, yeah. What happened? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah, well, I was
answering a
gonna say to
question
you,
while you go on with the story.
in spite of what happened with the NTSB's investigation of Joby's February 16th crash,
Yeah.
you know, California-based Joby Aviation is pushing on with their target launch date of their air taxi service for 2024. Um, you know, the company announced last week of the successful completion of the initial FAA's system and compliance review. So, you know, for their
They're
aircraft,
moving.
yeah, for their aircraft certification. So they're moving right along with the FAA's, the path the FAA has set forth for them to achieve their certification to have this air taxi service. So they're going on.
Okay. Well, they are actually I'm actually getting a link for someone in the chat here.
Oh, okay.
Um the fact that they had a crash and they were able to collect a lot of data from that crash. Here, Sky Control, your range was 1,500 feet. Something was wrong, but check this out. Type that into Amazon or wherever you buy your DJI stuff and get that. There's a range extender. There's one on Amazon, but I can't show it. The link is too long.
What?
Actually, hold on. I'll share it real quick so you know which one it is. It's this one
What?
here. He's saying he's having a problem with range.
Where?
So on his Air
What?
2S, he said he only gets 1,500 feet. This is it right here. This is the range extender that we use on our Air 2S here in the city. And I have no problem. It fits right on, it fits on all three of these controllers, especially the standard one. The smart controller, I think they have a separate, yeah, they're compatible versions. It does not fit the
How?
RC Pro. It fits the smart controller and a regular controller.
How?
But this is it right here. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. But getting back to the story about
I'd like to
their
see how
crash, I was
I'd like
saying
to see how that works.
what happened?
I'd like to see how that one works.
What? The range
Because
extender on a smart controller?
if it fits on the smart controller, how does it fit on the standard controller?
The standard controller, it slides on the bottom, remember? It clips on the bottom. I've used mine plenty of times.
The one that I have goes over
Hold
that
on. I'll
piece
show you right
on the
now.
antenna. The smart controller doesn't have that.
Right. Mine fits on the antenna. That's what this one does. This one, the same one I showed him, fits on the antenna. Hold on. Let's go. But getting
Yeah, I'm listening.
back to what we were talking about, it's they're getting ready to launch a taxi service in 2024.
Right. That's their project release date.
Right, but it's
launch date for their service.
It's actually
That's what everybody's launch date that got started on
predicting
time
2024
because the big thing is that everybody wants to be a piece of the Olympics.
Exactly. Hey, Sky Control, look at the camera real quick.
I'm looking at what you're talking about.
You see this right here? This is my controller. This is the standard controller, not the smart one. You pull it out, and this antenna, which is the range extender.
Right, I know how it works for that.
Right, fits right here on the bottom, and that's how you use it. I know you know, but you're talking about the smart controller, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was looking at in the picture when you showed the picture. When you shared the picture, it had the smart controller and the regular controller there.
Yes, it did. Yes. I'd be interested to know how it works also.
Okay. Because I know how the one that I have would work on the smart controller or the RC Pro, even though you don't really need it.
Another week, Maddie.
But the big thing going on right now is that like we mentioned, like what's that? Joby. So like I said, they're pushing forward with that, and that's that, and that's gonna be that. So we'll see what happens come the next couple of years. But as we all know, DJI announced that compact, and they had that release for that compact drone. That drone we were all anticipating, the M30, the Matrice 30, and the Matrice 30T.
Yeah,
that's the one with the thermal.
Right.
So this drone came with a brand new RC Plus controller. Is packed with a whole lot of things, but we were talking about this before the stream, and yesterday actually, and we were talking about how the fact that DJI put together a whole ecosystem.
Yes, they did. I was making a mistake,
and we were talking about the fact that maybe it might have been out of necessity for DJI to do something like this, but DJI has come out with a drone, a new camera that's equivalent, smaller and equivalent to the camera that they have on the larger Matrice. And, they have a software upgrade, a whole new setup altogether. And on a new Pilot 2. And the dock. They released this dock, but the big thing that everybody was looking at with this drone was like, what was this drone going to be? And everybody was wondering about that little beacon that you were talking about. Yeah, you were right about that. Yeah, you were right about it. Well, this thing you're talking about, packed with specs on this drone. Talking about this camera and stuff like that. With 16 time optical zoom on this camera, 48 megapixels, 200 times maximum zoom, with a thermal camera, 640 by what is that, 512 resolution, 12 megapixel wide angle camera. This thing's supposed to shoot 8K photo.
Yeah.
4K. Also 30 frames per second with this wide angle lens. Yes. What does it have? A laser range finder up to 1,200 meters, and it's supposed to be powered by DJI's latest flight controllers, image transmission system, and a whole lot of other their image processing and their new image processing
It's like
technology.
what doesn't it do?
You know, we're talking about six-way, was it six-way sensor positioning?
Obstacle avoidance.
Yes.
Dual
OcuSync 3,
RTK.
OcuSync 3 Enterprise with a, what is it, quad antenna transmission.
Yes.
You're talking about
Dual RTK units.
low light FPV camera, right? But was it smart low light photo for shooting at night? And it has a what is it, an IP55 protection rating.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking about in the battery. The battery is crazy on this thing too. It features what, two of these TB30 intelligent flight batteries. They're hot
Yes.
swappable
Mm-hmm.
at was it 5,880 milliamp hours on this battery. Now it's funny, they said that their version is a 6S LiPo battery at 26.1 volts. You know, this battery is something. Now, this drone, like I said, has an IP55 rating. Now it has the ability to operate in temperatures of minus 20 degrees to 50 degrees Celsius, up to altitudes of 7,000 meters. Well, that's something.
Not to mention that it is a full. When I say fully loaded drone, it, like you said, it comes with its own operating system. It comes with dual RTKs for that precise precision mapping that you need, position hold you need. You know, you may need to be able to move over 3 inches and you might be able to pull it off with that. But also, you forget to mention the controller.
Well, I didn't forget to mention the controller. I took a breath.
Oh.
But I want to mention the price of this thing, because that's just the drone alone. You know, that's just the drone alone. So, you know, the price of this drone, right? You're talking about, I don't know how they got this $9,999. I don't think they added on the 99 cents.
Listen.
And then for the thermal unit, it's $13,999. But you want to know about the controller? The controller is the controller. No, let me know.
Rob,
the controller.
Rob C says his fire department is getting it for the thermometric sensor.
Okay.
The fire department that he works with.
Well, you know
he
what?
Says
it's the same as the
for us.
It's the same as the other camera they had on the other Matrice.
The Matrice.
It's just made smaller with the same specs. But you wanted to know about the RC Plus. The RC Plus, believe it or not, this is not just a regular smart controller. This thing has an IP rating of 54 protection. On this, you can stand out in the rain with it. I mean, I'm not saying that you can submerge yourself in the pool and fly from underneath, down in the water. But
but the fact that it's waterproof makes it
stand out in the rain and use firemen. And it
exactly, but not even the rain.
Yeah, you can operate in the same low temperatures. It's also have a high dust rating.
But not even so much. You keep saying the rain, but you may be near firemen and the mist may be spraying past you. You don't have to worry about it.
The reason why I say the rain is because you're talking about something that's a constant, and it's able to withstand that.
Yeah, that's true. There's a difference between waterproof and how would you say, not so
water
waterproof.
resistant.
Yeah, water resistant, right? Water resistant.
But it has like I said, it has the IP54 protection rating on that. That has a
Which
high
means it can
level.
almost go to
It's a high
sea.
level for dust and for water.
Right. It can almost it should hold up at sea. It's being splashed on and stuff like that. Yeah.
But anyhow, it has the same low level, low temperature operation. So you don't have to worry about this thing freezing up on you, or it gets too hot and it conks out. So it can handle the weather, it can handle the conditions.
Well,
it also has the same, quad antenna transmission system. So you'll never have a problem where you
each
can't
leg has an antenna in it. So
I'm
you're
talking about
never
the
not
controller.
facing it. Right.
The
So you're never
controller.
not facing it.
I'm talking about
I
the
wanted
controller
to
has the same thing.
I wanted to mention something. Gary, huh?
Yeah. I'm talking about the controller. The controller also has the same thing in it, with the same quad antenna transmission system. It also has 4G. It also has hot swappable batteries, and it has 65-watt fast charge. It can charge. It's fully in 2 hours.
From 20% to 90% in 25 minutes, they claim. But it's true that Gary says they will deliver it in the fourth quarter. But also this smart controller, there's an article that says what this smart controller would be compatible with as well.
Well, the smart controller, didn't they say it was going to be compatible? Well, we know it works with the Agris.
Yes.
They said it supposedly worked with the Inspire 3 that's supposed to be coming, isn't it supposed to be working?
Yes. That's what I wanted to point out, because Gary said, Gary in the chat had mentioned that they mentioned the fourth quarter, which means around September. But keep in mind, guys, DJI also said that they were going to release a Mini 3 and an Inspire 3. Now, which one comes up first, I don't know. But that Inspire 3, like you said, will
probably the Mini, probably probably that was it? Probably the controller with the Mini.
Yeah.
Yeah, that controller. They're gonna come out with that controller with the Mini.
Yeah. Okay. Not. But
notice I didn't say the Mini with that controller.
Yeah.
Sell you that controller, they're gonna give you the Mini.
Right. That's like when you buy that box kit that you got for the Phantom. They threw in that little tiny drone. That's what they would be doing. That's exactly.
No, but getting back on this. Hold on a second. I gotta.
Go ahead.
There we go. This you remember we talked about Pilot 2? We mentioned Pilot 2. Well, Pilot 2 has got a new interface with DJI Flight Hub 2. It's a complete ground to cloud operation platform.
Yeah, see, that kind of scares me, but that's where technology's going.
No, because I can totally explain this whole cloud, that the system, and why that's a great thing. Because we mentioned this with Pix4D and a few other systems that
we're
doing certain things, and this is, you're going to see why, and this is what was necessary for them to be able to create what we were talking about with the whole ecosystem, because they have a 2.5D based map and one tap panoramic sync. So, talking about the whole thing about how it has also quick, why it's needed for this cloud-based thing, because they have a system that they can transmit the information once it's captured to all of the people involved in the mission. So it's sent to your computer. your
but you don't
any
have to be
smart device
based.
and any of the controllers that are involved in the whole operation. You know?
Exactly. You don't have to be at home base where the operation's going on. You could be anywhere where there's internet
And they
and have
have
access to it in
RGB
real
and
time.
infrared cloud mapping. You know,
And they
so
mentioned something about it actually
mhm,
this software, this Flight Hub 2 will
mhm.
actually enable you to draw on the screen. So if you
Yes,
need to, yeah, so if you need to
you
mark an
can.
area,
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
but well, they were claiming that you'll be able to mark an area as well as pinpoint. They have some one tap thing that you do. You tap that point, say there's someone who needs to be rescued, and it sends those coordinates,
Right. That
longitude
was
and
the
latitude.
yeah, the live that live pinpoint, and they have be able to draw and break down areas on the map and pinpoint a certain place. So like the drone, if you're the pilot, you can actually break down areas into smaller locations you're on your own in the software. But like what you're talking about pinpointing, yes, you can. If you saw that spot, you can pinpoint it, and it sends
And
the information to all of the devices
right, and because of the
that are involved
cloud-based
in
system,
right because of the
everyone will see
cloud-based
it in
system.
real time, which
Exactly.
I think is
So
hot.
if you're flying with another pilot, his controller will see it. You understand?
Okay. Yeah,
If there's a ground-based station,
they'll
they get
see it
that
as well.
information at the home base.
Right, and whoever's watching over the internet at another location as well, they'll be able to see it in real time.
Yeah.
So, and there are a few people out there. I wanted to point out there were a few people out there that don't believe DJI needs all of this stuff, this drone in a box and all of this. But trust
Mhm.
me, I whether they sell 1 or 5 million of them, there's always a need for something.
Well, talking about that, because I have mixed feelings about this DJI dock. You know, that supposedly has once again an IP rating of 55
Mm-hmm.
uh, protection. So this thing has the same low temperature, high temperature operating, you know, ability. So I get it. You know, it has its own little weather station beacon that
Yes.
controls whether or not it's able to take off based upon its ability to sense the weather and things like that.
Right.
I feel where they're going with this. It's also air conditioned to keep the batteries at a certain temperature so as that you can charge batteries when necessary to keep this thing
Exactly.
stable. But you talking about this thing is a full is a it's a built-in full around the clock um you know automatic and repeat flight system.
It's a drone condo.
It's set it's set up. It can set up in about 30 minutes, you know recharge and take off in about 25 minutes,
Yeah,
you know
see,
and
but what
it can set you can set operations from it that with the, up to was it a range of 7 kilometers, which is about 4.349 whatever 5 miles away. So basically a little over 4 miles away, it can operate from that base station, from the
but
box.
something you mentioned earlier that you have to point out for anyone who may be
What's that?
interested or be looking at getting
um
this, you have to take into account what? It's a different version drone from the one you're buying for 10,000.
well, I'm gonna get, what the hell is that noise? I'm gonna get to that.
Okay. What noise?
Sound like somebody's out there with a chainsaw or something.
Oh, just not, you sure it's not the guys playing Spider-Man on the side of the building, replacing the bricks?
Could be them.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah. Well, what was I saying? Yeah. Okay. This thing here is I mean, well, you know, you can plan all kind of missions from the Flight Hub 2, what we mentioned, that whole its whole ecosystem that it has of its own. Where it, you know, it's a system for, you know, someone who we talked about that for like people who are in the street, like for search and rescue, mapping, and things like that. It's a very expensive piece because, you know, we talk about this thing. It also has RTK base station for this as well. Now, is there a need for something like this? I don't know. I mean, there isn't really a need for almost anything out there. But we get sold on the idea of the need for it and how it can be used. You know, but what I didn't like about this, now it's not that for what it is, it's not really that expensive, truthfully.
Right.
I mean, it's a damn automobile, but it's $999.
So
And
30,000.
that's for the Matrice 30, the docking version with the dock.
Right.
I see there's a different version from the one that you buy regularly. There's a docking version. And then there's also with the thermal camera with the docking version. See, that was something that I noticed that DJI specified, was it said the docking version of the drone. So
yeah,
if you bought, I don't know if you bought the original one, I don't know if it'll work when the box comes out.
Right. The drone in the box.
Yeah. So let's, you know, I mean, we were talking about that and the whole thing with this new interface, you know, with the Pilot 2 and
they created a drone, they created a system around the drone. Right now, drone, because the Inspire 3 will also run on that smart controller. So I'm assuming that the Inspire 3 will also run on Flight Hub 2.
Will it run with this system? No, because I think this is just for like enterprise editions. I don't know if the Inspire 3 will be considered as an enterprise drone.
That's true too.
You know, this is, like I said, this is for someone who's in search and rescue that has the need, you know, mapping that has the need for that pinpoint accuracy to be able to transmit their information that is captured throughout everyone that's involved in the mission. You know, that's who something like this is for. You know,
okay, well,
DJI,
that's
DJI, I think coming out with something like this where, you know, from what I'm looking at with this, you know, once before guys would and we talked about how DJI had software that was for good years, you know, they put out a couple of years ago for mapping and stuff like that and create and render images and stuff like that, and I think do models. But now you're talking about a system where they don't need anything else. You can go from their drone to your computer and do everything you need from there. There's no need for anyone else's software. You know, like we did stories on software that was being implemented along with DJI's drones to do the same thing, and now they're able to do it themselves, you know, without anyone else's software. You know, I think this might have been something a long time coming, but as far as that coffin, I'm not. I mean, moving it around doesn't make sense to me.
No, once you get that, you put it in a spot. I could see sort of like
Yeah,
line
but if
inspection.
I get that, but if it's for line inspection, right?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna set this drone up?
Well, randomly throughout certain areas.
Wow.
We set it up randomly. Just leave it right out there with a power supply on your property, of course. Hey, Angie, what's up? Of course, it'd have to be on your
They're
property.
not. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
They're not gonna do that. You know what?
I'm
They would
reaching.
quicker. They would quicker sub the work out to you and let you take your drone and go do it. Send them the images,
Right.
and they'll pay you, and send you to which ones they want done next, and then
True.
so on and so forth.
It would be
Before they would
cheaper.
put
$30,000 box in the
30,
middle of nowhere.
60.
In the middle of nowhere, right?
Right. So some guy that they had to go and pay on his time off to go and get his part 107, right? That's gonna come out and go from one box and unlock it and go fly this mission and then put it back and then fly a few of these poles
Now,
and
see,
and
if he
then
had it in the
drive on
back
to the
of his
next
pickup,
location.
if he had it in the back of his pickup truck, now maybe that would pay off.
No, they'll quicker let you go by that.
I'm
And
reaching. I'm reaching. I'm just reaching. I'm playing around.
they'll quicker let
Hey,
you go
Angie,
by
what's
that
up?
than to have their techs go get 107s just to be able to do this.
Yeah, Angie, you're down in Texas. I hope all is well on your end. I know you guys got hit with some tornadoes yesterday, the day before yesterday.
Yeah, I heard something to that.
What
I
one
hope
of these?
everything is well, okay
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah. So I hope you're okay because they stretched away from Dallas to Austin in Texas. They were looking at for tornado warnings there. I'm guessing that you're okay. I'm assuming you are. I hope that you are.
Mhm.
I know you're a Texas gal and
But
everything. Um, it'll be interesting
no,
to
but
see.
this is
I could see a few fire departments, like Aviano said,
mhm,
his fire department will be purchasing one for the
mhm,
thermal graphics, the thermal capability of it.
mhm,
But he
mhm.
says if he can get a chance, he'll fly it for us. I said,
Really.
okay, that would be nice.
When you're
So
getting it,
like RC, how are you, man? What's up, brother?
when you're getting it,
Hope
Rob,
all is well. Huh?
when you're getting it.
When are they getting it? Yeah, you got to ask Rob C that one.
That's
I'm
what I'm
sure as soon
asking.
as they do. Oh, if he's still
That's
here,
what
I'm
I'm
sure
asking. I
as
said,
soon as
Rob,
they
who you
do,
when you getting it?
let's start taking pictures of him. And
I'll
being that he's
stop
a
by.
107 pilot, right? That's what he's saying. He'll fly it for us, and we could vlog. We can do the
I'll
vlog.
stop by.
That would be cool. I would love to.
Definitely stop by.
I want to see it in person anyway. I want to see
I'll
the
definitely go. I'll definitely come out there, Rob. Unless you're going to get it before next week Friday.
Well, no,
You
no, that
just bring
ain't,
it
yeah,
with you.
that ain't happening. If Rob's gonna be down, he says he don't know yet, but Rob will be down in Florida with us too.
But you're not listening. I said unless you get it like before next week Friday, and you just bring it with him.
Yeah, right? Could you imagine?
Hey, listen,
Rob, send me on Messenger. What day are you leaving to head for Florida?
I would
Because I know
assume he's leaving
we're out
Friday.
Friday, right? We're leaving Friday.
Yeah, he said he was leaving Friday.
Oh, he's leaving Friday too. Okay. I was on Robbie's show last night.
When was he gonna
Tornado
leave?
got 30 minutes to us and cleared up. All is good.
Oh,
Oh, she was saying she was on someone's live stream last night
okay. That's good.
and a
I'm
tornado
glad
got
everything
30
is
minutes
okay.
away from them.
But
But it
a lot of destruction. These things are terrible.
good to hear, Angie. I hope all is well. I hope all stays well. I know it's a little crazy over there. but that weather's gone, and now it'll be hitting Friday. He's leaving Friday also.
Mhm.
Why
They
you have
were
your
out.
cap locks on, Rob? There we go. There we go. If for some reason they see your cap locks, you're yelling, I
Oh,
always think of Gilbert Godfrey
oh,
because he always yelled. His entire comedic act, he yelled.
oh,
If
okay.
for those of you who know who that is. Oh, you're leaving at 3 a.m. Oh, Joe Life RC's leaving Friday at 3 a.m. We're leaving
Wow.
New York. We're leaving New York
You
early.
you in a
Mom
hurry?
got the equipment ready to be packed. Haha, the drone first. Good mama. Hey, mama knows what to take. That drone can get you more money with that 107.
So you just leave everything else?
Yeah, protect the drone. Grab the kids. I'll grab my drones. You grab the kids. Because I'm not going to tell you to grab my drones, and I grab the kids.
You know
Because
what's
then,
funny?
huh?
My mother always had an important papers folder. That's where everybody's birth certificate, passports, and everything went into that folder, the big envelope. In case of an emergency, grab that on the way out.
Grab the envelope, right?
Yeah, so that way the government know who you are.
Yep. Yep, because it's a pain in the ass, especially living in New York.
To go
If
down
you
there
have
and
to
try to get those
if you
things without
have to
any ID.
replace if you have to replace your social security card and everything and just to establish ID,
With no other ID.
Angie says they didn't think about the whiskey. Hell, you grab a bottle of whiskey too. This might be a long night.
Now you know
That's
what?
what I'm
Hold on,
that's what
hold
I'm
on, hold
talking
on,
about.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
What?
Since we all make this list, you got
The the
the drone
drone, the
and the
whiskey.
whiskey high on the list. Did you get your gun too?
Yeah, Angie. Yeah, yeah. I would assume the gun was already on your person. That does make sense. My mom has a bag also, Phantom Flight 101.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to get Florida before the gas prices due. Man, the Joe Life RC says trying to get to
Oh,
Florida before the gas
I
prices
got
due.
you.
I hear
Well,
you.
they headed everywhere. They don't. It's done invaded California.
Yeah, West Coast is like
I
six
think
and change.
California is going down. It's just getting. It's being toppled by the gas prices. California takes a left and a right by the
You're
gas
saying they
prices,
robbing people for
and
the
it's
e-cars
staggered.
now?
It's staggered. You know
The
what?
e-carjackings of going up in
You know what's
California.
funny? I said that the other day. I said that the other day. I said, these gas prices. I see this guy whizzing by in a scooter. I'm like, yo, he gonna get had them gas. That gas get up to $6.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. That's true.
Gonna ride by, wait, right off the scooter. Let me get that.
Well, all I understand is it's got to get a lot worse. It's Texas, Herman.
Who?
She goes, it's Texas. Everybody got a gun. She didn't say that, but I'm assuming that's where she's going. When she goes, it's Texas, Herman. You wouldn't have to think about the gun.
You know what? My uncle's in Texas. Not I want to get back to talking about this, but my uncle's in Texas. And I went down there. Well, God rest his soul. I went down there to visit him when I was younger. And everywhere we went, before we left the house, he goes, hold on a minute. Gotta get my gun. I'm like, you got your wallet? The keys? I mean, you got money? I think that's enough, right? No, he got to have his gun with him too. Always never leaves home without it.
Wow. Well, understandable. If everybody else has one, it would pay to comply with society and make sure you have
How it
one as
is.
well.
Everybody doesn't have one because
I know.
my sister lived out there and never had one.
Hey, Lake Pilot, how are you? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, what's up, huh?
Yeah, but I'm sure people around her did. So it's the same. It's the same thing. you feel just as secure. Corey Mano, what's good, man?
But
How
what
are
I
you?
wanted
Hope
to
all is
ask you,
well.
Lawrence,
Hmm?
with this drone, right?
Yeah.
You know what I like about it is that when you buy it, it comes with a battery, the battery briefcase that has
Yes.
four pairs of batteries, and
Mm-hmm.
it charges these batteries, and it keeps the batteries charged for you to need them, and it also discharges them when they're not. It has a whole brain of its own inside there, and it has that what is called a ready fly mode.
Yes.
Yeah, that so it keep like I said, that's what it does to keep the batteries regulated, which ones are going to be charged first, and
Mm-hmm.
it keeps the charge on the batteries and discharges them when they're not being used.
And isn't it
Nice system.
something? Don't
I
they have
really do.
numbers? Don't they have numbers for how many times the batteries are charged? And some, I saw something in one of the articles for
Oh, I'm
battery
not sure on that.
full life.
Well, I'm not sure on
Um,
that, but I
one of
really.
oh yes. In your description of the M30 and the M30T, dual TB30 batteries, 400 cycles. That's now keep in mind that's 400 charges to 100%.
Mhm.
After 400, it starts declining, but that's still
Nah,
not
don't worry
bad.
about it. Because the reason why you shouldn't worry so much about that is because you have four peers
Right.
in
So you're
this,
constantly rotating them.
and
Exactly.
it's rotating those batteries. So, all right. You're talking about was a 30-minute flight time on these things? 30, 40-minute flight time. So, yeah, I mean,
41 minute. Yeah.
you're doing
41
all
minute
right.
flight time. Yeah. I can't complain about
I
that.
really like this drone. They've been able to take, and we were looking at this and we said the same thing. The Mavic 3 and the Matrice, was that the 400, the 300, and smash it together and make one drone.
What's up, Cool Bick? How are you, man?
What's up,
B
cool
Mac.
bit?
B Mac. I literally kept 2 trunks full of spare clothes, socks, underwear, 3 6-volt lanterns, MREs, 5 days worth. Yeah, he's over in that area too. Ready to go at all times. Hurricanes don't play. Hurricanes, tornadoes. This is the season for all of that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. No, I thought he was
Just
talking about it at first when you started reading it, his contingency plan for buying the M30. Like how guys had to buy ramen after buying that
the Mavic 3. They
Mavic
about
3.
halfway through. They're halfway through the skid now, right?
I'm ready to try that ramen pizza.
Hell nasty.
What, the ramen pizza?
Yeah.
You tried it?
No, hell no.
Now
I
you know
saw
it's
a picture
nasty.
of it. I saw a picture of it. I'm unacceptable. My body, no. No. Just I'm not even gonna lie and tell you I would taste it. No.
Eh,
I'm
eh,
sorry. No.
eh. Hold on a second. You've eaten any fermented foods?
I've eaten fermented foods, of
And
course.
you wouldn't try ramen pizza?
Nope.
You've had
Nope.
ramen before, right?
I've had ramen before, but not it in the shape of a pizza. No, that's okay. I'm gonna make room for the mini and strike footage, and after strike footage is worth money. You're right about that, B Mac. You are, but first you got to be a little careful for yourself.
Yeah. Be in those
You know,
areas.
storm chasing is for the pros. Even though that was something I would consider, but then I thought about it and I said, "You're a city boy. You've never been in a tornado. Leave that shit alone. Leave it for
What?
the pros."
Storm chasing?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to do that?
Hell no, not anymore.
Oh, but you wanted to do it,
I did at one time, yes.
and you
Yes.
wouldn't eat around
At one
people.
time, I wanted to be a meteorologist. That's why, in my younger year. And part of being a meteorologist is a lot of people go down and chase the storms around this time of the year, from Texas all the way to the Virginias or the
Mhm.
Carolinas, depending on the type of year.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was trying to get into it. I actually knew a few people that did it.
Okay.
Once a
Yep.
year in the spring, they would head down south
Mhm.
and Texas area, all.
Huh? You never see when they have the weatherman go to those locations and he's in a safe spot
And he's
and
being blown to the
he gets
side.
knocked down from the
Yeah,
wind. Yeah, I'm not doing
yeah.
that. I'm not doing that.
Well, like I said, I've never experienced a tornado. We've been through Hurricane Sandy, so that and I do remember people being in the projects on the second floor and saying the water's coming up so high I could almost put my arm in the ocean. So yeah, that's and there were parts of Jamaica.
Wasn't that high?
Listen, 17 feet, 22 feet.
If
22
you
feet was
live
the
on
highest
the
wave.
second floor and the
They were
people
claiming. I wasn't there. I was claiming. They were claiming. Place it here says he's a storm chaser. That's what they claim. I wasn't there. In fact, during Sandy, where I was living at the time, we were 75 feet above sea level. And
Mhm.
even though we were 6 blocks from the ocean, parts of the boardwalk were drifting by with
Mhm.
cars and stuff. So
So One New York Plaza, right there, next to the ferry building.
yeah,
That building has a parking garage and a sub basement and everything down there.
yeah.
That water came over the FDR, flood the tunnel of the FDR, and it came up on the other side and took out the sub basement, the power, the generator to get auxiliary power to the building.
Wow.
And it started to fill up the basement after the whole parking garage and the sub basement. So all those cars, anybody that was down there,
Yeah. Everything gone.
oh,
And what's messed up here in New York, when that did happen,
mhm.
everything was destroyed because of the salt water,
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much. No.
much. Pretty much.
Well, anyway, welcome to Wednesday
So,
nights with those
so
guys.
when are you getting one of these things?
Man, no. I would like to. I
Well,
don't
I
have
mean,
enough. I don't have enough IRAs to shuffle around.
Tim Jackson mentioned something about a kidney.
Yeah, a kidney and his liver. He didn't say half a liver. You need some part of a liver to survive. He's
Well,
just gonna give
yeah,
up
they
the
only
whole
need a
liver.
little clip. But
Yeah,
I'm
could
just,
you imagine?
but I'm saying, shouldn't I mean it's only what? It's only 10 grand. I mean, shouldn't like
It's only 10 grand with one
should
with that four
shouldn't like one
batteries,
yeah, shouldn't like one kidney get you
a battery.
no, it should be able to get you the whole set. Look, bro, you
I
need
don't
the
know.
kidney. You need the kidney to live, not me. I got one. So what's it worth to you?
Could you imagine? Yo, I'm willing to give up my kidney for an M30. I'm giving up a kidney for an M30.
Since you want to haggle, I need to get enough for like 6 of these. Because this
Yeah,
is cheap.
right. Yeah, for real. Got to find out what the going rate for a kidney is these days.
Yeah. Actually, I don't really want to know because it'd be my luck. They'd be checking out people who are inquiring about these things. Oh, he's looking on the block
Yeah,
looking for a kidney. What is
yeah,
that?
right. Yeah, why is he searching for that?
Be my luck, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much is a kidney? It was like
Listen,
kidneys on
let's
sale at the at the butcher.
Stop. Let's leave that alone. Let's leave it alone. Could you imagine? I can see right now. They were talking about it on this live stream, and I got the idea.
Well, that's the new shit.
You see what Lake Pilot put? DJI Organ Transplant Center.
You know that, Lars? That's the new thing.
Mm-hmm.
He stole a guy's kidney to get a drone. Well, they brought it up on the live stream. I just figured I'd do it. Blame them. Next you know, we hauled down there.
The kidney was worth a lot more. All I wanted was the drone. I told him to keep the change. Could you imagine? Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I don't need to fly like that. But I mean,
are we going?
You brought that up though.
Are we doing anything Friday?
Friday.
We gonna hang out Friday? Hey, Big Matt.
We might be doing a few things on Friday.
Big Matt, if you're listening, man, we might be doing something Friday. I don't know what you're doing Friday, but we're giving you a heads up now. I need to get back out there, huh?
Back out there? You was out there last week.
I was out there the other day. At your house yesterday. Yesterday it was.
No, I'm talking about when you said back out there. I thought you meant like out flying, but.
Oh yeah.
You know, I did want to bring up one other thing because remember we were talking about this. We didn't mention this. We were talking. Oh gosh, what the hell happened? That's it. I need a drink. That's it. I need to get some apple juice in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. The what was that? The other was Zem used the H20.
Yes.
They did how this camera that was on the Matrice 30 is equivalent to that camera.
Mm-hmm.
And how it had all of the nice bells and whistles like that camera, but it's in a smaller form factor. Well, now they have the H20N, which happens to be a night camera. So this camera is good for doing these things or working with at night. So you're talking about it has a wide angle thermal. It has a night vision wide angle camera. It has a thermal zoom, a night vision zoom, and it also has the laser rangefinder. But dual thermal configuration with 2 times up to 8 times optical zoom. So from 2 to 8 times optical zoom. So nice little camera on this thing, but they're gonna sell this camera for $12,000. So I'm gonna say $13,000 because it's $12,999.99.
Are you serious?
It's $12,999. So plus 99 cents. You have a penny?
I know. Wherever they get that from, the tax is going to put you over it, but it's always that 99.99. I hope whoever thought of that was filthy rich. Okay, Big Matt says just say when for Friday. Okay, Matt, I got you. We will coordinate that as time goes on. Probably figure out something tomorrow. We will.
Okay. Well, you know what, Lawrence?
Yes.
Everyone was going nuts about this because no one heard about it, but they actually was able to keep this thing quiet and surprising. Up until the week before, when we started getting hit with all the pictures and the speculations and the rumors.
Yeah.
You know, but it came out and now you see what it is.
You know,
it's a big sucker.
I'm not gonna lie. That M30 is impressive. It's impressive because they brought out something for professionals. And I think DJI should have always been doing that to begin with, but professionals have always brought DJI products. You understand what I'm saying? This is the first
did.
time, but right, this is the first time DJI said, look, this will fit all classes of professional work,
Well,
drone related.
Well, I just think that what they did with this is they just made it compact, because this is no different than the 300. You understand? In that 300 series.
Yeah.
So it's just a smaller form factor. The camera, same. It's just that you don't have the ability of the interchangeable cameras. Just like we say that the Mavic 3 has a 4/3 micro 4/3 sensor. Also, the camera on the Inspire 2.
Yes.
What's the difference? One's a fixed box camera, and the other one has interchangeable cameras,
interchangeable right.
lenses. The focal point change, focal length of the lens changes. So that's the difference in it. So all other than with this, they both had those same box cameras. Just that the difference is that one is a little lighter than the other, a smaller camera to fit on the
like you said
on the smaller drone.
Well, from your mouth to DJI's ears, let's hope that the Mavic 3 has interchangeable cameras and not a box
the Inspire
camera.
3.
The Inspire 3, I'm sorry, yes, the Inspire 3. Definitely.
Well, I think they may shoot themselves in the foot by not doing that.
Coming out with a box camera? I hope they don't.
I think they'll be shooting.
Because they're definitely killing off that series of drone. If they do.
I don't think they'll do that. I don't really think they'll do that.
And that would be backstepping.
I don't really think they'll do that.
Well, we didn't think that they would dumb down certain drones, but they did.
I really don't think they would do that. This controller with this drone, I like that controller as well. What they did with that controller. I mean, it's what everybody wanted before they got the RC Pro.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted a slightly bigger screen than what was on the smart controller,
and programmable buttons, which is important.
Right, more programmable buttons. People just wanted a better controller than what they got. And what we got now is a slightly better controller, but it just really is just. It's got a better transmission system. That's it. But now this RC Plus, that's a better controller all the way around. We talked about the dual the hot swappable battery. It has a internal battery. How fast this thing can charge. I wonder what it sells for by itself. And will they later on let me not start that, because I'll start the whole thing, and then 2 weeks from now, the conversation is, what if the RC Plus works with the Mini?
Yeah, I know. I know.
The Mini 3 once it comes out.
Yeah. Stop it. You know how news is falsely regurgitated.
Let me not even start that.
You know how news is falsely regurgitated. Okay. But Big Matt says he likes that RC Plus controller too.
Oh yeah, it's a nice controller. Like I said, that's what everybody wanted before the RC Plus came out. I mean, the RC Pro. Yeah. Everybody was hoping that we would have gotten a larger screen. I guess we got to wait for the next one. That one will sell for 17 or something. No, that one will sell. We got to wait for the next one, DJI. That one will sell for like $800 with the larger screen, like $800. $750. Like around between $800 and $750.
Hey, good Cardoso Media. How are you? Long time no see.
Let me start that one. Cardoso Media, what's up, man? Yeah, hey, listen. they're they're going from being a robotics company to being a controller company.
Right. Now, I wanted to show this video because Jody had posted it, and I know I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it already, but I had no idea that the M3 had a parachute system.
No,
And I
well,
had
that's
no
what
idea.
we
Dude,
were talking about because
I was still Google and Gaga and over the other
right. I
features.
wanted to talk about this. The reason why I didn't want to talk about it then is because DJI has left this open for other companies to adapt other products to work with this, and this is the first one to come.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
This is the
on the
first
top of
third
the
party,
drone,
it's
on
the
the top of
first
the
third
drone, there are
party project.
ports. There are ports on the top of the drone, so is that other things can plug in and program get powered through the drone
Yes.
to operate. And I'm liking this because see that's what they did with this parachute system.
Right, and they're saying that even if the drone is powered off, it will still launch due to a gravity system that I'm guessing some type of metal ball that once it leaves contact, so who knows what the technology is, but basically, like I said, this my first time seeing it, this parachute unit on it,
That
and
drone looks
it slows
nice.
down. It
I like how
slows
the
down the
arms in the
drone.
back are up high.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay. They just got a little creative with that one. But they're interchangeable,
10
which means you
grand?
can just if you deploy the parachute, you can just
Hmm.
pretty much what happened?
I
What'd
was
you
just
say?
thinking that's the 10 grand. Hmm.
Well, on top of 10 grand, you would think that they would, well, they're already giving you enough with the cameras, but
No, I just like
interesting
how
third
the
party.
back. I like how the back arms, the motors, the arms up higher than the ones in the front. They look a monster.
Yes, it is a beast. It is a beast. And all I can say is I'm happy to whoever can get it.
Well, whoever needs it.
Supposedly this chip system has a backup battery which keeps the gyroscope.
Yes.
They were explaining a gyroscope
Mhm.
inside that will once it tilts, even if drone power is dead, it still has enough
Yeah,
power
that's
to
what I was going to
know.
tell you. Those ball systems are not necessary anymore.
No, no, yeah, that's true.
I would like to see this thing actually work because I'm hoping it's not like the parachutes that they sold for some of the other drones that your drone is trash even when it hits the ground.
It said, hold on, it just said RTK parachute. Hold on. What did they just say? Hold on.
Well, why don't you watch the video?
Prepare M3 RTK parachute. Oh, to
Mhm.
guard its every mission safely. Oh, I thought I
Yeah,
just misread it. My bad.
look
Okay.
at that. Look at that thing.
It is a monster though.
Wow. And then you see with that parachute on it, just looks like it's got a big brain.
Uh-huh. Yep. The scary part is when they start being able to change their own parts.
Let's not get into
That's when you worry.
that. Now, what kind of landing pad do you need for that?
Alien versus Predator. Right. It does have that look to it, right?
Huh?
Can you imagine?
What kind of
What is the
landing pad do
range?
you land that on?
Lake Pilot said, what is the range on this thing? Hold on.
The
Operating
range?
features, support.
Far.
He
Well,
said far.
well. I'll watch this. It's. I think it's limited on the docking station operations.
Yeah.
Yeah, to like a little over 4 miles,
Okay. Right. On the
and
docking
that's
station.
flying. That's flying. What they have? What is autonomous mission?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. You can do autonomous missions up to 4 miles, but I'm checking to see operating. I have operating temperatures. dual RTK, foldable legs, everything, but distance.
Let me see if
Mm.
I let me see if
I'm
I have that. I know I had it for the
I don't see
documentation.
anything. I don't see anything in this article with the specs.
It would be in, you know where it would be? It would be on their
On their website, right?
on their website. If
Okay, let's
that
go to
video I
DJI.
sent you, Lawrence, has a
Yeah,
link, there's a link to it. The video I sent you
yeah.
has a link to it.
Okay. Here we go.
Why am I coughing like
Specs.
that?
Specs.
Don't
Okay,
try
dimensions,
something.
height, weight, transmission, hovering accuracy, RTK, tilt angle, tilt display. In fact, let me just so you guys
You
don't
found
think
it?
I'm sitting here don't think I'm sitting here babbling to myself. Hover time 36 minutes, flight time, motor propel, GLONASS, operating temperature, um dimensions. I don't see anything that says on the distance though. That's interesting. Good question. Some people say that this may sound like a dumb question, but there's never a dumb question if you
No, it's
don't know.
not. I mean, the old. I mean,
Max
you
length.
can't ask a question if you're not listening.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. People who ask questions are interested in knowing. And right now, operating environment, I'm seeing everything. The batteries, charging time, auxiliary lights, 60 hertz screen for the remote control. I don't see anything on
Wait a minute.
distance. Hold
Does it
it.
say?
O3. Here it is. O3 Enterprise match transmission distance 15 kilometers.
Okay.
FCC in the United States 8 kilometers.
See, it's
Ask
good.
and you shall find out. So now we just go. There you go. 15 kilometers at 2.4 frequency and
Was it
8
15
kilometers.
kilometers or 8 kilometers?
I'll show you right here. It says 15 in one setting and 8 in another. Right here. 2.4 frequency, which is what they're operating on, the 2.4 and the 5.8, which means it's dual band. But at 2.4 gigahertz, it's 15 kilometers. And this FCC means here in the United States, they're only allowing it to go 8 kilometers. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So outside of the United States, at 2.4, you 15 kilometers. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad at all. That's damn good. But 8 kilometers ain't bad either.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Well,
see. Hold on. 8.
what you wanted to know is what? 8 kilometers was equivalent to how many miles?
It's only 4.9 miles.
Right.
8
So
kilometers.
similar to like the base station.
Yes. Now, 15 kilometers converted to miles is 9.3 miles. So
Right. Well, I mean,
9.3 miles outside of the United States. In the United States, it is, hold on, in the United States, it is 4.9 miles.
mhm.
So basically 5 mile radius in the United States.
Right. So it's a
That's what
little
the
bit
FC,
more than the base station, or the
yeah.
dock station.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
what, Lawrence? I did. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I got mixed.
Oh, so Cardoso Media said 15 kilometers in converted FCC in CE is 8 kilometers. I don't know this metric stuff. FCC is always farther in the EU. Well, they're not in the EU, Maddie, but actually there is no FCC in the EU, but the FCC is always shorter than ratings in the EU. That I could see. Yes, 9.3 in the US. See,
It's,
Jody, that's
Lawrence,
still not bad.
it's a very good drone. I like the drone. I
That's
like
still
the
not bad.
controller. Now, once
What is
again,
there
like I
not to
wanted to tell
like
you,
about it?
the reason why I say that this price is not so bad at all, because for the camera and stuff that's on this drone, and you're not having to pay extra for it, because you're talking about a drone. They just say that the camera equivalent to this thing. Check out the price of the what's that? The what is it? The H20. Check
Yeah.
out the price of that camera, and then you get back to me on this 10 grand for this drone. Because these cameras are right
What is
there.
it? The H20?
Yes. Right. So now, when you
hey. No, I just want them to see what I saw.
when you
That's why I
compare
was
that price of
speechless.
that camera to this drone,
Yes. The
you know what I
H20
mean?
camera. Right here, they have it for 11,000.
Right.
11,000 right here. Now, these places that have it for 3,000 and change, notice it's a completely different camera. It's not a 3 camera, 1 sensor. It's only 2 lenses
Well, that one
and 1
right there is the
sensor.
thermal.
Right. Oh, that's the thermal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
So now you look at the price of that. You look at the price of this drone. Now, yes, that's an interchangeable camera. Yes, this one isn't, but
Yeah.
the drone that it's on is a smaller form factor. I'm digging this. I like the controller, this new the interface thing that they have, as well as the fact that with the Flight Hub
Hey,
2
quadcopters.
creates its own little system. I like everything what they did with this, because it's truly one stop now. You get this. Plus, when you purchase this, you're getting, what is it, 1 year of the whole what we would call on the consumer level the carry fresh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But you're also getting, their
Someone
assistance
says,
with
what's the DJI Care insurance package for the M30?
what's what I'm trying to tell you, with the purchase of this drone, you get that for 1 year.
That comes. Oh, okay. That you get
Yeah,
1
and
year
their
free.
service, you get their service for 1 year.
Okay, but after that, what do you have to freaking pay?
No,
I
I
want
don't know
to
about that one.
or
By that
what
time,
one of
maybe
the
one of the kids would be old enough to leave,
one? Yeah, right. Now that we're not paying for college anymore, I can afford for insurance on my M30. Out of my price range, Bob Casey. Plus, I think I have much more fun with the drone. It's a business drone to do work. Yes, I agree with
Yes,
you.
that's all it's about. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
we're just joking.
I don't know. Well, they are gearing it towards law enforcement, search and rescue.
Yeah, and I think that even they might even some of them guys of certain case use might even dial back from this.
Hey, Draymond, what's up, man?
But for
How
like
are
the
you?
fire department,
The thermal is the same as the one on the MEA. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, interesting. All I can say is, no matter how you look at this drone, a lot of us cannot afford that drone there.
Well, it's not for a
If
lot
not
of people.
most of us. And I'd like to point out, we can't all be hating on the drone, because I love it. I love everything about it. They've put so many form factors or features into this drone. They created their own, what'd you say, operating system, right, Herman?
Well, the whole ecosystem, because they've
Yeah,
had these things
ecosystem.
before, but now they've updated it. We've talked about systems that do exactly what this one does.
Yes, and people are coming up
And
with
they're
systems
using
and drones.
DJI drones with it.
Yes. Now DJI has their own.
So now
system.
you just buy this, you got, and also it's going to be it's also going to be featured that the you'll be able to use the whole Pilot 2 and the and everything with
3D mapping features, all of that.
And Flight Hub 2 with the other Matrice series.
Well, Herman, think about this. Think about this really quick, what they're offering you. And we're not talking the drone in a box. We're talking about the drone. We're talking about the software that it runs on. OcuSync 3. Okay. Right now, the Enterprise, right. This drone has more to offer than
it's not
anything.
On the same. This is like, you remember that whole that whole system that was in question. This is not what we fly on. This is something different.
Right. It's a whole different platform from what we're used to flying. And that I do understand. I understand that totally. But I would love to see one in action.
Oh yeah, well, a big sucker though.
Zigzag says that's a good deal, but I'd like to just see Starlight Night vision on an upgraded Mavic 3 Plus, mounted to its dual camera unit.
There we
Star Night Plus.
Here we go. Here we go. Because see, I know what he's talking about. Now that's what they talk about with this camera and its ability to see at night. And I don't know if you've seen some of the video that DJI put out, or the little clip that DJI put out. It's to show the difference of what it actually looks like and what it looks like from their camera. When they showed it, they showed that in one of the videos when they mentioned that thing you were talking about, of being able to pinpoint and find the exact spot or where that person would be. Yeah, that's when they showed that. That's exactly when they showed that, the difference in that. But I don't know, hey, like I said, this drone is serious, bro. Serious. And DJI is hit some numbers with it. Now, I remember you were mentioning, I go back to this again about this docking station, that how there was really no need for it. There was no market for it. I don't think that most things like this is a market for it. I think that I think that we teach someone or what their need for this is. Keep in mind, we sit around talking about drones and how drones could be used for inspection.
Right.
You're advocating for taking a tech that you enjoy and taking away a job from someone. So when you talk about how there's no market for something, there was no market for the drone ever. Now we're pushing and advocating for the marketing. We're marketing this drone to be used in certain areas where somebody was okay with going and making $1 to take care of their family, and now you want to use the drone to take away their job. So there's like times like there's no market for a lot of things. We create the market for it by showing somebody how they can use this thing, and make their life a little easier. There was no such thing as the electric can opener at one point. There was the whole little wind-up thing that works just fine. But then they came out with the electric can opener. But when your electric can opener goes bad, it takes longer to use that than it takes to do the wind-up.
Right, and when the electric can opener goes bad, what do? You go back to the mechanical one.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying to you is that it's like a lot of times there's no market for a lot of things. We create the market for it. We show someone where this market can be used. Where how it can fit into their lifestyle and make things a little easier.
Well, you see what Maddie put? The price is cheaper than the Evo 2 Enterprise.
And it's a better drone.
And
it's a better drone.
Yeah. This is true. I agree, Bob Casey.
And it's a better drone.
Each drone does need a pilot in command.
Yes.
Right, let me close this window down. Can we show that video now?
Oh yeah. That I like that video, Lawrence. That we have an
Before,
FPV, huh?
yeah, go ahead.
We have an FPV one-shot video. It's I guess what we call it, a promo for the
TPC Sawgrass Golf Course.
yeah, for the TPC Sawgrass golf course, for some promo for the PGA Tour for the 2022 Players Championship.
Yes, well, I just wanted to point out the reason I know so much about this golf course is because I've played this golf course. I've played this golf course virtually. I've never been on it. I've never stepped foot on it, but virtually, I could probably bust your ass on Xbox playing Tiger Woods. And this golf course. Before I show it, is kind of one of the best designed golf courses out there because they actually have holes out in the water.
So you say you beat Tiger Woods on this course virtually? Virtually,
yes.
Tiger Woods.
Virtually, yes.
Now, you beat Tiger Woods on this course, or you beat
not him personally, not him personally. His avatar, his computer animated version.
No, I got that. Which Tiger Woods? The Tiger Woods or Tiger Woods with the after the back surgery?
The virtual
Tiger Woods after the back surgery or before the back surgery?
Before the back surgery.
No way in hell. No way I ain't buying that, bro.
Dude, I tech support. Do I play my golf?
Yes.
Just see. He knows I play my virtual golf. But anyway, I wanted to point out you're going to see several holes that are out in the water. And if you do the research at TPC Sawgrass, you will see that those holes, those islands, were what they did with the garbage from the golf course when they were done. They decided to cover them up with dirt and make those islands holes. But anyway, do the research on it. It's a really, really complicated golf course.
Does anyone believe that Lawrence beat
virtual
Tiger Woods before the back surgery?
He doesn't play.
Did you beat Tiger Woods before the women or after the women?
I actually beat both. See, tech support said both.
You beat Tiger Woods before he got caught with all the chicks.
It's just a computer version. Once you
but it's got his attributes in it.
It's thank you. You never played Tiger Woods golf, brother. But here we go.
Beat Tiger Woods.
Now the 3rd hole and the 17th hole actually have islands, but this is a promo for the TPC Sawgrass 2022 playoffs. It is a black tee hole golf course, meaning you shoot from the furthest distance all the time. Only professionals are allowed to play on this golf course. And they make a lot of money here at this golf. I don't know what they charge for a hot dog or a lobster sandwich, but I can almost guarantee it's top dollar. A
bottle of water's got to be at least $7.
But here's the tunnel, at least $7 to $10. Yes, but here's the tunnel. This is one of the islands that they covered up. This is hole 3, and I think they're gonna skip ahead on a few, but hole number 16 or 17 is the other hole that is in the middle of the water like this. But
I like how he ends this.
I have played, like I said, there was just a bald eagle in the scene. I have played here virtually hundreds of times.
And he thinks he could beat Tiger Woods there.
No, stop it. Stop it. I never said I beat him virtually. His virtual
character. That means that the characteristics that they put into the computer for Tiger Woods suck. Or you wouldn't have been able to beat him.
Yeah, they do. They do it purposely because you have to create
on Madden, you ain't getting away from Lawrence Taylor.
Listen, I've created my own character to play. Same body type and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Telling you. But this shot, the way this video ends, I actually thought that the guy fail-safed, and they explain. I'm going to show the video.
Yeah, it's got the making.
I'm going to share the video.
The making of this.
But this is this is hole number 16 or 17, which is out on the island where these guys shoot to. And this is the best part of it. Because he's splat in the water. That's all we're going to show in the video. If you want to watch this video. Here's the rest of it, because they show the making of it. And like I said,
the guy retrieved it right after that.
Hell, if that was my FPV footage, Gary, I'd be on the course walking it. There's the video. Check it out. I only wish. I would love to fly a golf course FPV. I really would. You know what, Herman? We need to hit up a couple of golf courses and let them know. You know what I'm saying?
And you're gonna tell them what? I want to disturb your golfers flying my
No, you go on a slow day. You tell them on a slow day, we'd like to do a promo video for your golf course.
Really? Okay, we try that.
Yeah, why couldn't we?
You know how we could do that? It
wouldn't hurt. All he could say is no, then we go to the next golf course. Yeah. Yes. We'll talk about this after the live stream. Every 5 no's there's a yes. Yes, you hear this? Tech support says for every 5 no's there's a yes.
You okay?
Well, there's a lineup.
That was a nice video.
Lawrence said he could beat Tiger Woods playing one-handed and blindfolded virtually. Here we go. That sound like a challenge. No, it does sound like a challenge, right? No, but I'm going to let you know, to show you how much I was into golf. I actually wanted to learn how to play. I taught myself how to play golf. But before all teaching myself how to play in an actual golf course, I actually played Tiger Woods 1 through 6. Then I stopped for a couple of years and went to about 11 or 12. I've been playing it for a while.
And how many windows have you taken out?
My tech support just said I've been playing Tiger Woods almost 20 years virtually.
Okay, understandable. But what I'm saying to you is that means that the attributes, the stuff that they put in the Tiger Woods characteristics are not him. They suck.
Well, this is true. This is where the AI comes in, and the AI of video games suck.
And now you're only playing bad back Tiger Woods that got exposed for having all the chicks, because the Tiger Woods before the chicks, he wasn't beating him. Before the chicks and the back surgery, nah, he wasn't beating him.
He did. Nope. See, tech support said he did. See?
Okay, all right. If you had
they were actual attributes, you're right.
On today's no way you would beat him. You'd be like, wow. I'm like 9 holes. You'd be like hitting the reset button because you like 10 holes back.
So you hear that invitation, guys? Any of you out there have any earlier versions of Tiger Woods? I could always re-download it back into my Xbox. I'll give you my gamer tag and we can hook up and I can show you my skills.
Telling you,
he's gonna make me download something now.
Tiger Woods.
You're gonna make me download one of these games.
Tiger Woods before the scandal, and
Tiger before the scandal.
He wasn't beating them. He
could have a valid point.
With one hand tied behind his back, standing on his head, playing tennis.
Bob Casey agrees with you, and I have to agree with you on the point where the attributes that they're putting in do suck.
Yeah, because as I know on Madden, you ain't getting away from Lawrence Taylor.
You're right about that. You are right about that.
I don't know how they did that.
Looking at a shot.
Oh, did you tell him I retired from Madden?
Oh, well, yeah. See, I can't play Madden anymore because my tech support retired me from the game.
Why? What happened?
We used to play so much that he said, if I beat you, you have to go into retirement. So he beat me, and I am retired from Madden.
No, technically, you said if I score 100 or.
Oh no! Yes. This was the deal. He said, technically, I said, what was it? If he scored 100 on me points, I would retire. So he retired me.
100 points.
Yeah.
You ever heard of pass interference?
Yo, I was clipping them. We were causing fumbles. We had a game one time where in the last 2 minutes we both scored at least 2 to 3 times each. Sounds like Erasmus Hall, right? Sounds like Erasmus Hall
Well,
scoring 3
I
times
mean,
in the last 2 minutes.
well, we train him for that. But what I'm saying is that you 100 points.
Yes. Literally 100
Wow.
points. Tech support retired me, and I
How
agreed to
many
never
minutes
play
were these
Madden.
quarters?
I agreed to never play Madden again.
Damn.
Literally, because I used to bust his ass for how many years I used to beat you?
Like 5 to 8 years.
He says 5 to 8 years I used to slay him. And then
Mm.
all of a sudden he took some Madden course online or some shit, or he started practicing.
You couldn't play with my.
Oh,
my
he
nephew.
started. You know what it was?
My
He
nephews
didn't know the
would.
playbooks, and he started learning the playbooks, and then he started busting my ass.
You couldn't play with my nephews or no.
No. See, they play for money. We don't do all that.
He sits there like this is serious, like it's real, like he actually coaches the team.
I actually have a nephew that knows every team's playbook from top to bottom. Steve, he plays Madden, and they actually were playing in college for money. They play each other for money. So yeah, that's how bad it is.
Well, I'm talking about kids in high school. So
Oh no.
they jump all over you.
Yeah, probably. That's why I'm in retirement now. But anyway, I suggest you guys check out that video. This video, and I agree. Woods is the greatest of all time in golf. Unfortunately, due to his back. Anyone play Quake 3 PC?
Think you could have beaten Arnold Palmer, but
sorry,
that's another thing.
What happened?
I don't think you would have been able to beat Arnold Palmer, but that's another thing.
He's in the game. Palmer's in the game.
Yeah, his attributes must be even worse than Tiger Woods if you beat Tiger Woods. But no, anybody that's got that the Mavic 3, jump on that updated the new firmware. It's out there.
Yes,
it's out
guys.
there. You know, I'm quite sure that if you haven't seen it, I had a video out that showed how long it took me one day. I didn't realize I could do all of that in like 12 minutes. But yeah, it is what it is. The new firmware is out, version 01.00.0600. That should clear up the GPS issues, I guess. Now,
which someone said in the chat they did it and actually got GPS home point in 1 minute and 51 seconds.
Okay. Yeah.
I've heard it's roughly 2 minutes or less from people. I don't know. I don't own one.
I'm going to check it out. Maybe not tonight, but definitely tomorrow. Definitely. I got to check it out. I have to check it out.
Okay.
What's the weather?
All right. That sounds like a good one.
Because I can't have the update and not.
Yes, Draymond, he beast mode me. The nephew, I used to be able to force a fumble from him on a kickoff return or blitz from the outside, all kinds of stuff on him. But he just got hip to me. He learned the playbooks, and he just my nephew tech support had it. That's it, plain and simple. He retired me.
It's funny, Lawrence. We go on.
Didn't Tiger Woods' ex beat him too? Yeah, in his wallet.
Yeah, but that was after the chicks exposed. He got exposed with the chicks.
Yes, he beat his wallet. That's how she beat him.
But before that, nah, Tiger Wood on all them chicks and no bad back, man. You couldn't beat him. Tiger Woods. He was
especially back when he was hanging out with Jeter and
that's what I'm talking about. He was out there.
Yeah, he was out there with Jeter. He was hanging with Jeter. Rodriguez.
Married dude can't hang out with a married dude can't hang that hard with a non-married dude. It's just not gonna work.
The question remains is why DJI took so long to get the Mavic 3 right on its debut. Because Bob Casey, nowadays, most companies, hold on, let me explain my version of it. Nowadays, Bob Casey, companies say they're coming out with something, and what they do is they come out with it on that date, whether it's working or not, because they know people are going to buy it on that date and their stocks are going to go up. Now, once the stocks have gone up, then they can fix it. Bob Casey, here's the perfect example. You're an older gentleman like I am. You remember DOS? The old DOS operating system? Microsoft did it to us all the time. They put out a new version of DOS. There was DOS 1.0. They went all the way to damn near 8.0. Why did they have so many versions? Because they were putting out broken versions. It's the way to do stuff now. People are putting out stuff. It did fly. They promised it would fly. It did
had good
fly.
image quality. And they improved that with the first update.
You just had no smart features. And what's funny about it is they put it out without smart features. And most of the people that were bitching about the smart features don't even use them.
True. That's true.
I figured I would point that out. Gary's funny. She beat him with a 3-iron.
You know what, Gary?
That's funny.
No, but that Gary, you go. I'm just asking, Gary. You gonna be in Florida?
Yeah. You're gonna be in Florida,
traveling?
Gary? Huh? You're gonna travel all the way to Florida, man? Who in the chat?
I mean, I know it's an international tour for you, but
we figured you could fly one of your Lear jets down for the weekend.
Being is that you are coming from Canada.
They would have sold more if it debuted a typical mint DJI bird. Yeah, that's true.
Truthfully speaking, with all of the issues that plagued the DJI Mavic 3, the whole what do you call it there? The satellite issue.
Yeah.
The horizon tilt.
Right.
That's not why you didn't buy it. That's not why you didn't buy it. That's not why you didn't buy it. For the people who wanted to wait and find a reason not to buy it, maybe. But the guys who sat there in this chat, another show, other live streams, Mavic 3, we want the Mavic 3. When is it coming up? We want the Mavic 3. You didn't buy it because of the sticker shock.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't.
And then the guys that said, I'm going to wait a while and see what's going. You use the other issues that the horizon tilt and the fact that we had this satellite issue as to say, right. I'm not getting it for that reason. Once the horizon tilt was fixed and you got the intelligent flight features all down packed and all the little fun features to do all the little videos and stuff like that and tiny planets. Once we got all of that stuff, guys still continued to complain about it, and you use, and honestly, the image quality is what you bought it for or what you're buying it for. So if the satellite issue was the reason why you didn't get it, then you wasn't going to get it anyway.
Good point. Valid point.
Because once it's off the ground, it's got very good image quality. Very good image quality. The drone flies good. The drone flies good. It always did. I mean, yes, there were people who complained about that. I hope that those people get that issue solved. I would not sit there with that drone and own this and have this drone in my possession and it was moving around and not holding steady in the airspace. I really hope that those guys get that situation taken care of. And I'm sorry that guys have that problem, but there was a lot of things back and forth on why guys wasn't buying this drone. And guys have told me, oh, I'm not getting it because of that, the satellite issue that I got to wait so long to take off. Then why are you buying it? For the satellite connection, or you buying it because this drone flies well,
Because you have a use for
and
it.
it has good image quality, and
because you have a use for it.
Well, I mean, and when you talk about consumer drones, I don't get into the use for it, because if you want to buy it, you want to buy it, and if you wanted it, you're going to do it anyway.
True, very true.
You know,
it's that time, bro.
Is it? Wow, damn! I got a second.
Yeah.
Do I have a second? No, but like I said, I mean, I hope guys, that have it, enjoy their drone.
Gary said he's not going, but he sent stickers.
I hope that this clears up all of the problems, and guys can now go out and get one. If that was the reason why they weren't going to buy it, now that this situation is taken care of, now there'll be more Mavic 3 owners, and everybody can fly safe and have fun.
Damn. Hay fever. Sorry.
I mean, I'm serious with this whole sticker shock thing. That was a serious issue, but we talked about that, and I'm quite sure everybody knew. Nobody complained about the $1,200-1,300 they had to spend to get into the FPV world with DJI, but they did it.
Yeah, yep. No one said it was too much.
Was it $2,300 or something like $2,000? You had to
$2,000 and change if you
had to get into that.
FPV system.
Everything went up.
Out.
Everything went up.
Yeah.
And we talked about this was going to be at least $1,000 more. So let's let it go. If you want it, it's there. If it's not, there's no more bashing the M3 now, the Mavic 3 now.
Allergies.
Let's have fun, fly safe, and do our thing. No matter what you're flying.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's the Phantom 4 or the Phantom 3. I don't care. Let's have fun and get out there and get our shots, man. No matter, leverage what you got. Enjoy what you got. Enjoy what you're doing, and just have fun, man. This is what this is about. It's nothing else but that. Enjoy the hobby, and you guys stay safe out there. Lawrence, you got anything to say?
Be safe. Fly safer.
Well, good guys. That was Wednesday night with those guys, and I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101 with those guys. Lawrence, good night.
Good night.
See you guys. Good night, everyone. I still say that thing is low. Good night.
Later.
Later, Bob.